When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the blazer, true indeed. Yes, I got the record, that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some man charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to baby, Vice Q-Tip, Ali Shaheed. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed off dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just read. Hey, you can read all about the pure breed. Do the mobile dance, my duty, pepper seed. When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. I got you all in check. How dare you ever try to step on my suede shoes? Top Gun shut down your firm like Tom Cruise. Please let me get down and blow a fuse. Acting fool, breaking way down to molecules. Yo, let me hit you with my ill street blues. Bust the rhymes, always headlines the street news. Hey, baby girl, don't be confused. Sell my 7 seats and enjoy my boat cruise. I know you really wanna know who's coming through, leaving residues. Sorry, homeboy, but your flow sound used. Got to pay your dues, baby, you know the rules. Whenever I travel the world, I land cruise. If you choose to, how you get. Now I got you on super unleaded fuels. Give me room, give me some space, your excuse. When I step up in the place, then yo, I step correct. But I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. But I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. But I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. But I got you all in check.
You're now rocking with the best. Bust the rhymes coming through from the Flipmode squad. Boy Scouts who I be, straight to your dome. We coming straight to your dome, bringing all you ruckus to all you rap. Boy Scouts who I be, Flipmode is the squid dog. Bust the rhymes, break it down like this.
Yo, which, throw my flow. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Throw them type of right out my window. Blast you with a direct blow. Coming through like G.I. Joe. Star Wars moving ill like Han Solo. Make you bounce around like this was Calypso. Always shine cause I got the high pro glow. You think that you can hide, you think you can lay low. Roll up on your eye like Hawaii 5-0. Mac out with my dreads in my Kango. Forget them, just pass the. Yo, take a trip down to Mexico. Come back with that might make you psycho. Maximum frequencies through your stereo. Sorry, this is it, but homeboy, I got to go. I step up in the place and yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to make the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. But I got you all in check.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really wanna brag, I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange, from the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band, sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin, flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short but I can't complain, doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night, and I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice then I teleport, got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan, then I ghosted out in a minivan. Might get my hand like a waffle cone, spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job but I'm on the clock, and you can't stop me cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, how many licks till the pepper gon' pop? Told my cap it's the CEO. Then I moonwalked in a UFO. Mike my shoes with a Christmas wreath. Dropping these bars while I brush my teeth. Flipping this verse like a boomerang. Landed on stage in your backpack filled with a new disease. Telling my doubts I'm hard to please. We don't care, we bounce on clouds. Sing off key and we're still too loud. Biscuit drops, the place explodes. Jumping through life in my pantyhose. Still no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not. I see through your act and I still enjoy the show. Yeah.
To you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men have been to jail before. Whoa. And all the motherfuckers you run with, get done with, dumb quick. You gon' approach the dog with some bump. Alright, they go to click. Now I'm 1-1. All over some dump. Ain't that some? It's remind me of clubs. Every time you come around, it's like, I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, alright, Slim? So watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now cause they miss you. Try to diss you, that's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. insane. I leave soft in the brain. Still want the fame off the name. First of all, you ain't rap long enough to be with me. And you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is I got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite. Come on, the mic. That's characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You act, you twisted, your girls are you broke, the kid ain't yours, and everybody know. Your own man say you stupid. You be like, so, I love my baby mother. I never let her go. I'm tired of whining over that don't belong to them. What's wrong with them? If you up for real, like my mans in them, who get it all with the strength of their hands with them. Man, y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. I bring down rain so heavy it hurts the head. No more talk, put them in the stand. You keep walking, that you trying to end up. Cause if I end up fed, I end up. Cause you's a soft type. What? Fake up north type. It's like a soft fight. Dog is a dog, blood thicker than water. We done been through the mud and we quicker to slaughter. The bigger the order, the more we run out. When up in there, everybody come out. When the body burn out, sun in the sun out. I'ma keep out. Running his mouth, I'ma flung out. Listen, yo, it's about to be. You know who gon' find you? Some old man fishing. Grandma wishing you're the best, but it's hard to digest with the sound of your chest. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. 1, 2, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside, Roma. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside, Roma. Big baller. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside, Roma. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside, Roma. Street people. Meet me outside. Meet me outside.
It's got y'all bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Man, that's got you bouncing again. Bouncing again. Can do now. Man, I got this right. My hand up to my bag. You know I'm poppin' tag. But man, I got this swag. Man, I got this swag. My hand up to my bag. You know I'm poppin' tag. But man, I got this swag. When I serve, now I be surfing swag. I'm on hypnotic, exotic, polo on my body. Got a bad girl beside me, and a friend right behind me, and I'm swag. I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm clean like this detergent. No, by the zone, yeah, strong, and you know I'm on 'cause I'm swag. I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm clean like this. Okay, I fall off in the club with a pocket full of bands. Big stupid friends like I'm wrapped up in saran.
Watch them correct. Got you all in check. I got that head knock that make you your neck. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air. Don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Houston Texans. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. Off we go from Houston. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
Ready? 19 Tiger.
He'll run here. This is Ty Chandler. He'll get this ahead for about 3. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7.
60, Cougar 19.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to run it.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. A carry now for Chandler. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. It's good for a Niners first down.
And the 49ers first down.
Here we go. Check smash. 70 symbol. Ready.
On the ground, this is Chandler. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
What you see there is really the key to a good free safety blitz. Time the snap so that the offense cannot determine that you're rushing. It's exactly what happened here. He's able to bring the ball carrier down for a loss.
Willis to throw. That's taken in by Ty Chandler. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Willis now to throw. Open man left side. He's got it. And he will have that first
down. Taking a chance here early in the game. They convert on 4th down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Ready, set.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 6.
Come on, come on.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. That is taken in by the veteran, Mike Evans. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
First down.
Hurry. Let's go.
First down, San Francisco.
A run now for Chandler. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Let's go now.
They send Evans in motion. To throw is Willis. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that 1st quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. More from Houston coming up in a moment.
Ready.
3rd, they need 8.
Ready.
Throwing, Willis. That's swung out to Chandler. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. As they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
Ready. Not 60 Eagles.
Throwing, Willis. Now he'll work his way out right. That's taken in. And he'll take this one in. Darren Waller. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
You just had a feeling that this might be coming, right? It's kind of been brewing all game, Mike. You see it so often on 4th down. The most difficult play to defend deep in the red zone is quarterback scramble. The defense lets the quarterback get outside the pocket. It puts so much pressure on your paced defenders in the secondary, and they can't latch on, and he takes it on himself.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. Here's the rookie out of North Carolina, Marion Hampton. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage as best. Might have even lost a yard there.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
Ready?
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. There's Fant open right side. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score.
Come on.
And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal. You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
One man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
3rd and goal. It's Daniel. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Dicker's kick is good. And the Texans are on the board. They cut the lead to 6-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. We go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll find Woods. That one is caught. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Craig and I back from Houston. In a moment. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Here we go, set. Likely, 18.
In motion goes Likely.
Go.
Here's a run with their tight end. Trying to use that big body to go forward. Gonna get to the line of scrimmage, but nothing after that. It's 3rd and 4.
Back Cowboy 80.
To throw, here's Willis. That's made. That's Woods. And he's He's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Check, bomb, check, ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They send Evans in motion.
Ready.
They'll run it here with Campbell. Room to run past midfield. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 26-yard line.
There's two elements to a successful run play, and the key is having them aligned. The offensive line needs to block according to the play and create space, but the back has to hit that space at the appropriate time. And this is a clear example as to why it leads to big gains.
1st and 10.
Ready. Panther 60, Panther 60. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Now, faking the give, moving to his right. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now, here's Burton, the fullback. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
That's another 49er first
Street,
down.
street. Let go.
1st and goal.
Go with their fullback trying to get it. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
In motion goes Likely. With the fullback trying to power it home. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Once more from the 2. 3rd and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll bring Waller in motion here. Candler. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the 2nd half in just a moment. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Come on. Let's go.
On 1st down, Daniel. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. They bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
At the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
It's a pistol run, and it's Hampton. They're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down for Houston.
That's another Texans first down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll go again with Hampton. And a hard-earned yard as as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run here with Henry. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. DJ Reader, as usual, from that interior spot with the play. 3rd and 5.
Let's go now.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Here we go. Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Daniel. That's caught. Trey Palmer. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
And that is incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception. And the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
Well, that was a disaster. I like the call. I like going for it on 4th down. Give your offense a chance to extend this drive and maintain possession, but after going the wrong way, now they're going to have to watch the other team take over after failing to move the chains.
They send Evans in motion. A run. Here's the fullback, Bolton. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Willis. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
He finds Judy on that one. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Let's go. 6, Viking, 18.
They send Evans in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. There's Evans. He's got it. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's
They'll let the fullback try to push the pot. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain.
It's 4th down.
Let's go. Ready, go.
Now movement up front is a big decision coming from the officials. Who's the penalty on? On fourth down, Jack Browning is on to punt. Here's Lane. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
Yeah, really, I should probably start a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that drink, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drip.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready, go!
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. Trying to use that big body to go forward. He'll get to the line of scrimmage, but nothing after that.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Dante Thornton was the intended target. And 3rd down coming up.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
Now Daniels. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Let's go. Ready.
Here's Daniels. Short one there to his tight end, Vance. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Hampton. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. Down to the 10. And he's in. The Warrior Hampton. Touchdown, Houston. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Texans open the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
49ers 6. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This fielded at about the 9. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Dragon 6-2.
They motion the slot man left. Throwing is Willis. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. He'll
for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead. And the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with. So they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Second and 11. Slot man gonna move in motion left. With the middle of the field, he's got Evans. And he's gonna be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Throwing Willis. That's swung out to Chandler. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. In there to drop. That time, it's a loss of 7. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll come up now for second down. They'll drop to throw. Now they'll set up the screen for Chandler. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play. To throw is Willis. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments in the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
That's caught. It's Evans. And he's going to have the 49ers first down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on fourth down. Willis now to throw. He'll go back to Evans. He's got another one. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
And the 49er first down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Check smash. Check smash. Ready?
They'll run here. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Hurry! Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles!
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's caught by Chandler. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. The field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
Second and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Viking 18.
They'll go with the sneak. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, will mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. This is 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, it's safe to say this offense now is entering desperation mode. They have such a long way to go with such little time to do it. You're thinking chunk plays, get out of bounds. You have to stop the clock and continue to pick up as much yardage as you can to, at the very least, be in position to take one Hail Mary shot to the end zone.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniel. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ended up being a wasted down.
That's to Pitts, the tight end. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation.
Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. And we'll get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So, a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. And this long winning streak showing no signs of slowing down. They put one more in the win column with yet another solid performance here. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden.
Man, I got this swag. My head up to my bag. You know I'm poppin' tag. But man, I got this swag. Man, I got this swag.
Some players' development traits are hidden to unlock their potential.
You know I'm poppin' tag. But man, I got swag when I serve. Now I be surfing swag. I'm on hypnotic.